Hello, good afternoon. This is Diecast Ludo. I hope you're all doing well on this Saturday afternoon. And today I thought I'd set another challenge. But before I get into what the challenge details are, let's just move forwards a bit. I'd like to thank Rat Blacks for the shout out on his channel and recommending other channels to look at. And I'd just like to thank him for that. Thanks for the support, and I will check out their channels. I have actually looked at them briefly, but I've had a bit of a busy morning this morning. But thanks for the support anyway, and thanks to all my new subscribers, and thank you to everybody that's supporting me at the moment. It's much appreciated. But anyway, so yeah, challenge. I wasn't sure whether I was going to do one or not. I do believe that Gary's diecast collections is doing a live in about 5 hours time, I think, so don't miss that. That should be good. There could be more challenges set on Gary's live, but that's fine. But I'm going to do my challenge anyway, because the more challenges the merrier, I suppose. But anyway, the one I thought about doing is basically I'm going to call it any vintage diecast. So basically it's the any vintage diecast challenge. I don't know if anybody's done that one before. If they have, I apologise. But anyway, I just thought it'd be something a bit different. I don't have masses of vintage diecast, excuse me, but I have a bit. Stuff that I've picked up at car boot sales when we were allowed to go to car boot sales. And vehicles I've passed and just felt sorry for, because it's basically just been lobbed in a bag and forgotten about. But anyway, there's no real rules to it. It's just, the only thing I'm going to say is, if you want to call it a rule, is nothing modern. So basically, by being a vintage diecast challenge, it means anything from the sort of 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. The newest I'll go up to is 2000. So basically, if you've got a cast and it was made in 2000, you can class that as a vintage, because that's still 20-year-old. So basically, the cut-off period is for this challenge nothing newer than 2000. I've got many vehicles here, as you can see, and like these, they're from the 80s and 70s and 70s. Most of it's from the 70s, I think. But anyway, we'll get into it. And the first one we'll take a look at is, what we're going to look at, one of my favourites. I had this same casting as a child. Unfortunately, it isn't the one from being a child, but I did see it on eBay and I got it for £2. And I don't think I paid a lot postage. I think all in all, I think it's about £3. But yeah, this is a 57 Chevy, obviously made by Matchbox. It's a super fast. You have to excuse my fingers, I've been painting today with my boy. Yeah, 57 Chevy, made in England, Lesney production. From 1979, or the copyright's from 1979, but the car will be from about 1980, sort of 1979, 1980. So the car is a good 40-year-old. But I had the exact same car as a kid. It's had a little bit of damage on the front at some point. Someone's, if I can get rid of the glare, glued the front piece back on, which would have been better with a bit of super glue rather than Araldite, but it doesn't bother me, because it's just the memories of having one as a kid. It's got a tipping bonnet. But yeah, so that's number one. I'm going to fly through them fairly quick, because I bought out more than I realised. What are we going to look at next? This is, I think, called a Super GT. I don't know what the car's based on. This is something I picked up in a bag full of cars. Again, by Matchbox. Let's have a quick look. And it says, get the light a bit. Matchbox 1985, made in England. It just says Super GT. But if anybody knows what the car's based on, then just leave a comment. But it's still a pretty cool car, and it's in pretty good nick for its age. You know, it's had a little bit of use, but the wheels doesn't look like it's been played with, to be honest. It's got a few chips, probably just from years of being on a shelf, or maybe it has been played with, as it's been looked after. And then the next one next to it, I've got to shut this curtain a bit, I can't see. That's better. Here's another one as a Super GT. Matchbox again. And this one to me looks almost like a Maserati. But again, I'm not 100% sure. When I've looked them up, it just says Matchbox Super GT. This one's a little bit more detailed. But it's got a Maserati sort of look to it. And see, it just says Matchbox Super GT. Again, it's from 85. Made in England. But so that's pretty cool. And then we'll take a look at this. Now, I do believe this is from 1971, I think. It's a bit battered, this one. I think it's called the Volkswagen. I'll look at the bottom in a minute, but I just think it's pretty cool. I've got a lot of cars in my collection that are in very, very mint condition, but it's nice to have a few that have been a bit play-worn and got a bit of history to them. That's what I like about these older cars. They've got history. It's nice to have the mint examples, but let's have a look. It does say Matchbox Super Fast, Volkswagen, 71. And it still rolls quite nice. And like I said, it's got the sort of purpley glass to it. Metal bottom, metal lights, blowing engine. Anyway, so that's that one. And then obviously we've seen the Rover in a video I did the other day, so we won't go too mad on this. Rover SD1, 3.5 litre, sliding sunroof. And it is a Matchbox. I can't see from the glare. We got 1980. But yeah, that's one of me. I like this one a lot because, like I said, my father had one when I was a child. So I remember being in that car a lot. What should we look at next? Another Matchbox, and it is, I don't know what it is, Group C Racer Matchbox, and it is 1980 something, 84. You usually see these in red. It's almost like a Le Mans car sort of style. There's a Group C Racer there, obviously, but that's what it looks like to me. You usually see these in red, usually with Porsche on the side, but whether it's the same casting, I don't know. But again, I think, if I remember rightly, I had that one, and these two in the same bag. And then this one's another one I had as a kid. I think it's a Ford F100 pickup. They used to have a little glass piece at the back and a little line that went round. And as you pushed it, this bit would spin and the line would turn round. And it's a bit battered and bruised, but again, I seen it at a car boot and picked it up because I had it as a kid. I do intend to have a go at restoring this one at some point. So you see Matchbox, Rollermatics. So date 73. But I am actually going to film myself doing a restore at some point. I just haven't had the chance to get around to doing it. But yeah, that'll be restored at some point. And then this one is obviously larger than 1 in 64. It's probably more like 1 in 50 scale, maybe 1 in 43rd. I'm not quite sure, but it's by Corgi. And this is a bit battered again, but it's the John Player special car, obviously race car. It's pretty cool. So it's got the racing driver in it. When race cars are race cars. But it's not too bad. Yeah, there you go, see. Corgi Toys, John Player Special, F1, made in Great Britain. Oh, it's 1 in 36 scale, so it's bigger than I thought. This is quite large. But this usually resides in my son's room because he's got a big collection of cars and he just likes it. Well, I never noticed it had screws on the bottom. So that'd be quite handy if he ever decides to restore that. I'm always a little bit weary of restoring cars because some are nice to restore, but some are, like I said, it's got character to it. But it's detailed. See all the headers and pipes there, and you can even make out the spark plugs. But yeah, very cool. And then we'll swing across. I think this was a. I've got to try and think which one this is. What Matchbox Speed Shop on the side. I think it's a 32 Ford, I think. But yeah, this is another one that I had as a kid and seen it cheap and picked it up. It's in reasonably good nick. Rolls nice still. all the chrome work is in pretty good nick, which is unusual because you usually see them a piece of plastic bumper missing, or they're yellowed, but this ain't too bad. Again, this is one I bought it, my son pinched it, but he's got them all they're all in cabinets, so they're looked after. But we've got Ford, you can see, Matchbox toys. Yeah, it's a Ford Model A Ford to say. But yeah, very cool. And then we're getting to the more near my favourite ones. I had two of these, but I can't seem to find the other one. This is a cat tipper of some sort. This sort of thing you'd see making the roads. These in real life, these things are massive. But I've got another one somewhere in a bit better condition, but I couldn't find it. What's this one got on it? Again, Matchbox Super Fast, England, or Lesney. Number 58, dump truck. Again, not in too bad a nick, considering it's from 1976. And then we're getting to the ones that are more my favourite. Now these are from 1981. Obviously they're based on the Kentworth Aerodyne trucks. I think this would have had, this is obviously got a little pull down piece. This is the cattle truck type thing. I think he used to come with a couple of horses in the back, and so fortunately it doesn't have the horses. But I did see these in amongst, well, I got two. I'll bring the other one out. This is the variant of it. As you can see, one's white, black stripe, one's yellow and black stripe. I think this is the more sought after one, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on it. But I did see these both in amongst a bag full of cars for about £20. And I bought the cars just for these two trucks. Because these are fetching good money now if you get them boxed online. But let me see if we can disconnect one of the trailers. But yeah, we've got 1981, and obviously it's the Matchbox. This is Kentworth, the Aerodyne. But these are from the convoys, and like I said, as a kid I actually had these two as well. Unfortunately not these actual ones, or I had one of these I should say. So that's them two. And then my favourite one of all is the one my partner recently bought me. Again, because it's memories from the past. I've got the box for this. This one came boxed. Again, it's a Kentworth cab over Aerodyne. I do believe it's from the same sort of 1981-ish, the same as the other two. But this one, like I said, is absolutely mint. The only problem was with it, which doesn't bother me, is on one side it's got a slight bit of yellowing down there, but that's where it'd been in the box on display all its life. It never come out of the box. I was the first one to open it. The box was still sealed, but that doesn't bother me. But it's in lovely, lovely condition. We'll just turn it around again. As you can see, you see all the exhaust going down the side there. But yeah, I love these cab over trucks. Let's see if we can get the back off on this as well. Have a quick look. And it says 1981, so it'd be about 1982 probably. But yeah, Matchbox, sorry, Kentworth. You can see it's never been played with. And all the trailer's metal on it. But anyway, like I said, show as many as you want. Show 2, 3, 5, 10, up to, like I've done, I've shown 14. I got a bit carried away. I tried to keep them down. But it's basically any vintage casting is the challenge. So it can be Matchbox, Hot Wheels. Oh, actual fact, that's a point. I didn't show one off. Very quickly. This is a recent-ish purchase. Hot Wheels. It's from the collector's, Editor's Choice edition. But the car had sat in its blister for 20 years. This car was actually made, it was copyrights, and I think it was, sort of a quick look. is a 57 Chevy custom, but it says here Mattel, yeah, copyright's 1976. So it's an old casting, but you see it says 57 Chevy there, but the actual car was manufactured in 2000. So that's the newest one out of the lot, but it's sat in its blister for 20 years and it's absolutely lovely. It's not got a mark on it, and it's got beautiful paintwork. It's got really, when you get a light on it, you can see all the sparkle in the purple. So I'll get some more light on the, I'll get a bit more light on it in a second. I don't know if that's coming through, but yeah, I forgot about that one. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, because this video is going on a bit much now, any casting you like, as long as it's a vintage casting, so anything, Matchbox, Hot Wheels, Corgi, I can't think now, Johnny Lightning, anything that's old. What else is there? Majorette. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and sorry if I've gone on for too long, and I'll see you all again soon.